If you ever listen back to your own sales calls and thought, I didn't realize I said that so many times, or I sounded less confident than I felt, that's exactly where AI speech coaching tools like Yoodli come in. So today I'll be showing you how to use Yoodli for sales communication step by step, and more importantly, how to use it correctly so it actually improves performance. Hi, my name is Justin from LemCoach, and in this tutorial, we'll be working through how to use Yoodli as a sales rep or sales leader, from recording a practice session to interpreting feedback and applying it to real conversations. So we will start with what this tool is, what you use it for, etc. So Yoodli is an AI-powered speech coach. It analyzes filler words, pacing, clarity, confidence signals, talk time, structure. It doesn't replace coaching. It surfaces patterns you usually don't notice. So it brings them to light so that you can actually take note of that. Important assumptions is that this tool analysis measures delivery, not deal strategy. So that is something that we always have to take into account, the improvement of the structure of what we say and not necessarily the strategy behind it. If your positioning is weak, this won't fix it. But if your delivery is inconsistent, this can help immediately. So that's what you get out of this tool. We will quickly go Yoodli AI roleplays. So this is how it looks like. You sign in, or you get a demo, or you get Yoodli, and this is what you'll come across. So here is a practice call that we're already arranging, and we can always start the practice. So with this case, it shows you what you want to achieve, get out of this, and you select your matrix. Okay, I want to improve this, I want to improve that. Then you get this short description and build a rapport, engage in small talk, start casual conversations to build rapport before giving into main topic, articulate the main challenge or problem faced by the audience, actively listen, demonstrate active listening by responding thoroughly and acknowledging key points. So that's what we will be doing. I'll briefly open the demo call, right? And I'll go through it, maybe a 10-second intro, and then we'll see how it scores us. So I'm not really adept to sales, so you'll pardon me on that. Okay, so we'll quickly get started. Hi there, how are
Hey
you?
Justine, how's it going? Thanks for taking the time to chat with me today.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. So, what exactly are we looking at here? My assistant mentioned something might be worth my time, but I have to admit I'm a little in the dark on the details.
Oh, your assistant probably didn't provide you with all the details, but I wanted to discuss something real briefly and then have your take on it and see how we can proceed with that.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm all ears.
Well, based on the nature of your business, what kind of CRM tools do you use, and how much do they cost really to get everyone on the same page in terms of the usage and getting what you need out of it, like your outcomes, like at the end of the day, achieving what you need to achieve using those tools?
That's a good question. Honestly, we're kind of all over the place right now. We've got a few different systems that don't really talk to each other the way they should.
Have
It's
you
frustrating because our team ends up duplicating work and nobody really has a clear picture of what's going on with our deals. As far as cost, we're spending money on a couple different platforms, but I couldn't tell you exactly how much we're bleeding each month. And getting everyone to actually use them consistently, that's been its own battle. Some people just don't embrace that stuff as quickly as others, myself included, if I'm being honest.
have you ever tried tools that integrate every single piece of work that you have into one tool? Instead of using different platforms, you just use one platform for everything.
Not really, no. We've talked about consolidating things, but it's always felt like such a big undertaking. Plus, I worry about getting everyone trained up on something new. We'd probably need some serious buy in from the team. And honestly, I'm not the most tech savvy person in the room, so I'd be leaning on others to figure it all out.
Well, if you're keen, there are tools that make everything simpler. And in terms of learning how to do that, each team could probably take 1 hour a day trying to figure it out before truly migrating to the new tool. It's quite a blast and saves a lot of money when it comes to the costs that you're incurring using different platforms. I mean, that should quite cost you a lot of money using different platforms. Usually, the yearly subscriptions they cost a lot. Different tools, of course, which amounts to a hefty amount of money compared to just using one tool and paying a certain amount on the go for everything that you need.
Yeah, I hear you. The money part does make sense when you put it that way. One subscription versus juggling three or four definitely sounds cleaner.
Okay, so we've done a mock role play, right? And that's just how it sounds like an AI conversation based on how you'd approach your sales calls or talk to your clients. And it gives you feedback on that. Okay, let's see how that goes. So I didn't really sell anything. I just, tried to figure out what their problem is and try to present them with a solution, then present them with our product. So it gives you a sort of, as you can see there, your insights, your feedback on how you did, and it loads more. So you can practice more on these aspects and see how well you could actually improve your active listening, giving what the client what they want in terms of the answers, not just give them what you think they want, but what they want exactly. And that's just the gist of it. The tool is quite easy to use. It's real life interaction with the AI, so it makes it more comfortable to use and talk to. So that's one of the things that I have discovered with this AI. And in terms of the critical steps when using this AI, is that an intelligent skeptic might ask, can I just listen to my own recording? Yes, you can do that and see how you sound like. As you can see here, you can replay your own recording and see how you sound like, how the call went with the AI. But most people don't objectively measure speaking speed, filler frequency, word variety, time dominance. So this tool qualifies on what your ear misses. However, if you're expecting it to fix weak messaging, that's another misplaced expectation. So, speech clarity and sales strategy are separate layers. So, this tool is useful if you measure if your messaging. No, it's less useful actually if your messaging framework isn't defined. You expect it to replace life coaching, and we are looking for pipeline analytics instead of communication feedback. So it focuses on communication and how you can improve that aspect of yourself and your sales rep in this case. So the tool that we ourselves use is LemCoach. And in this aspect, it covers the whole sales training, including the whole communication and the whole sales pipeline aspects of it, so you can talk to it and ensure that your sales pipeline is actually efficient, is actually good enough for you to use on real life clients. So we'll start with that and see how that goes. So as you can see with this tool, you can set up scenarios for yourself, spin the wheel warm up, you record yourself in 45 seconds on your objective, as you can see here, and it will give you feedback on that. So different tools come with different usages, and with this aspect it's sort of like an academy where you train yourself how to use the sales tools or how you to approach sales in general in different perspective or in different aspects in this case, so that you can improve on every single element of being the perfect salesperson. So If you want to learn more on the features that you have or you get when using these tools, you can always catch the links in the description below. And if there's any features that we missed, comment and let us know. So that's it from me, and I'll catch you on the next video.